set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And we are underway from Miami. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On first down, Sexton. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back. And he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Sexton. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Sexton. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll get this out to Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down. Sexton, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked out by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Akers. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Deontay Hardy back deep. Fielded at about the 28. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now pounded up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing on first down. Sexton. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On first and 10, Sexton. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Kamara up the middle. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Sexton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still second down.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on second and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Sexton. And that will be incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw is Castillo on 3rd down. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, Sexton. And that will be incomplete as well. They bring their punter out there now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Castillo on 3rd and 2. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's Castillo to throw on 2nd down. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Castillo. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now Castillo looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Castillo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The play after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sexton. The pass caught by Olave. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sexton. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. To throw on 2nd down. Sexton drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Operating from the gun. Sexton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Out is their quarterback for this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Castillo got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Castillo now, throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jason Strobridge in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows. Erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Castillo. He finds his man complete. It's Ford. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. On first down, Sexton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw. Sexton. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A give. This is Kamara. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Marcus May with a pick, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
Throwing to start the drive. Sexton. He finds his man, complete. It's Hardy. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sexton. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Back to throw. Sexton. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. Says the line judge. And And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw is Castillo. Going to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we go.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Well, we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henderson running straight ahead.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Henderson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ryan.
Pass caught. It's Kawan Baker.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, it'd be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Now Ryan. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Looking to throw. Kane. Throws right side, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Kane. Allen's got it over the middle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun. Kane. Caught on the slant. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Ahmed. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Ahmed again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Kane escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 29, Ryan.
Got his man, Baker.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards there for number 15.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's Ryan to throw. His throw incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Ryan. Dancing to it. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Following the fumble recovery, Kane. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun. Kane looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Kane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
He did a originally wanted to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly, so you know they'll be squeezing.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Kane, and incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Pass complete, Ezekama with it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
To throw on 3rd down, Kane. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 15-point game. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, they'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Ryan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again. Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Ryan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett from 4 yards out. And the Beats are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the drive there took 6 plays. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Kane. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf.
Jason Strobridge, his 2nd sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, this has been a signature of his over a sensational career since entering the league back in 2008. And you can see still plenty of strength left in that arm for the former MVP.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
If this was baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Henderson going to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
To throw is Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now it's Ryan. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Beats have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
To throw for it is Ryan. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. To throw on 2nd down, Kane, and he rifles one incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Kane. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Kane toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down. Kane. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Kane buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Kane. And he fires one incomplete. The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer or even pick up the first down if they can. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This for the lead in the final stages. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
So a field goal on this drive ties it. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, so we'll see how these coaches elect to play this.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the draw, this is Henderson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ryan to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Here's Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Ryan. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
So now this to potentially salvage a tie.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long for the league to arrive at this conclusion. They put the rule in for the 2021 season, and it should have been in a long time ago. Yeah, some rookies might miss some plays, but all in all, no one's paying attention when we get to the end of a preseason game.